Hey everybody, it's Paul here at Gillette Castle State Park. Today I'm standing down by the Connecticut River. In fact, you may be able to see a rather large boat that's crossing the river behind me, and we'll get to that in a second. Now, first of all, I have to explain how you get to where we are right now. There's a few different ways to do so. First of all, if you wanted to walk it, it's pretty easy. Right down these steps from the castle, there is a dirt road that goes off to the right. That was Gillette's old entrance road. That would actually bring you all the way down to Ferry Road. You just take a right there, and then it's a 1 or 2 minute walk to get down to the river. Also, if you go about halfway down that road, there's a little side trail that also will bring you down here towards the river. It's not too bad going down to the river, although coming up from it is a little bit different story. It is a 200-foot hill after all. If you don't feel like walking it, you can definitely drive it as well, because there is a dirt parking lot that's just to my right here, so you can just drive right down to the ferry landing. So we are on part of the park property. This is another historical site. This is the eastern landing for the Hadlyme Ferry. Now, it is a historic ferry. It's one of the oldest continuously operating ferry services in the country, and the second oldest in the state of Connecticut. Started in 1769. Back then it was known as Warner's Ferry. During that time they had to propel it across the river just with long poles. Now, came in handy during the Revolutionary War era because of the fact that they were able to use it to help get supplies for the war effort to the other side of the river. Now, in 1879, that's when they started using a steam-powered boat, and then a few years later, that's when they officially changed the name of it to the Hadlyme Ferry, because at that point, they were already under the control of the town of Chester. You fast forward to 1917, that's when the Connecticut Department of Transportation took it over, and that's who currently runs the ferry today. Literally today, as I'm standing here, you may have seen the ferry crossing by behind me. Now, the boat that they currently use is called the Selden III. It was built in 1949, although they didn't start using it until 1950. And it is a 65-foot long diesel-run vessel. Usually it can hold about 8 or 9 vehicles, although because of COVID-19 restrictions, they are only able to allow 3 vehicles at a time. The season typically runs from April 1st to November 30th. However, they're doing a shortened season again because of COVID-19. I mentioned this is one of the oldest continuously operating ferry services in the country. The oldest continuously operating ferry service in the country, not that far away from here, maybe about 30 miles up the river. The Rocky Hill Glastonbury Ferry, that has been running since 1655, and it's still running today as far as I'm aware. We may not be the oldest, but we're still pretty cool here. It's a really nice ferry ride. It's only a few minutes, it's really quick, but it's a really peaceful ride across the river. It's a very efficient way to go about your commute, because the closest river crossing to us besides the ferry would be the East Haddam Swing Bridge, and the ferry cuts out about 12 miles of driving if you were to take it as opposed to the swing bridge. So it's definitely very helpful. It's a good ride, and it's definitely a great way to enhance your visit to the castle. So that's what I've got to show you today. So keep it tuned. We'll keep on bringing out more videos for you. So keep on liking our videos, post any comments or questions you might have. Make sure you keep sharing them with all your friends and family, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.